How do we deal with the expectations, Dave? You know what? You glad you have them because that means you're going to be pretty good. Mm-hmm. The expectations, I can't control that. We can't control that. But we can control that we can be pretty good. If you coach long enough, you kind of learn that how good you are really has very little to do with how much you love your team. And when I say love your team, you love the young men that you have in your program. Mm-hmm. And I'm just ecstatic about the type of kids that we have. We know this is a special group. Yeah. And they're special with how talented they are, but they're more special to me because of how they carry themselves and how they are with each other. Our kids wear blazers with our crest on them. They take more pride in wearing those blazers than they do actually wearing the actual game uniforms. I compare it to like being in a military uniform. You love putting the camouflage on the boots. Our kids I think they know when they get a blazer, they have to act a certain way, they have to talk a certain way, and I think it really does. It makes us unique.
What does the school mean to you? I mean, you went here as a student when it was split into 2 schools, and now you're here as a coach.
That means everything to me. It's family, and I think a lot of coaches that have coached somewhere for a long time say it. They say that, but I think the difference in my own circumstances is my dad started coaching here in 1982. Mm-hmm. So I was born in 1976. So I've spent most of my life in this building. Everything that I've learned about leadership, about business. It all has its roots here at VASJ, so it means a lot to me, obviously. We have yet to have somebody walk in here and say, not solicit the wow response. I mean, people are pretty excited about it. I think it looks just exquisite, as far as the aesthetics of it, it really, really looks neat. It reminds me of an old cathedral. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like if you're in St. Patrick's, or if anyone's ever gone over to Rome, you go in some of those old cathedrals. Absolutely, it makes it unique, and around the structure, I think aesthetically we've improved. But this is just it's like a landmark.
Yeah, it is.
And people, they're like, wow, you really have that, and. The folks, and I think it provides a competitive advantage. I think we're used to playing on it where other folks aren't. People do complain about it, which is fine by us. We want them to complain about it. We like it as slippery as possible.
Thinking about the court rather than the game.
Yeah, now, as long as nobody gets hurt, which and knock on wood or knock on tile, nobody has. This is probably the thing I'm most proud of. But on the left side, Dave, are all the guys that had already graduated from here. So you'll see they'll put their name, like there's Coach Moran, he wrote Keep Smiling, John Carroll coach. So they'll write their name, their number, the year they graduated. Okay. Kind of this kind of connects, the old to the new here. Yeah. As far as that goes, it's pretty.
This is great.
Pretty special. People talk all the time about facilities, right? Yeah. They say, okay, facilities sell. Well, I would disagree with that. I think people sell. The strength of our place is always going to be in the people that have come from here. That we tell our kids here, never forget where you came from.